Hello everyone, I'm Viceta Wang and I'm the founder of Viceta Wang brand. We are a luxury brand and a tailor-made service for women's wear and menswear.
What inspired you to transition from working with major global retailers to launching your own namesake label?
My dream is become a fashion designer. So launching my own brand is my long-term vision. My strategy is working in some big company retailers for gaining the working experience. I work as a designer, a production manager, factory auditor, garment inspector, and then buyer. When I was a designer, I will focus on creativity. And then when I was a production manager, I will focus on timeline, quality. When I was a buyer, I will focus on how to get these products to be sold with profit. I can see the whole picture of garment. So when I launch my own brand, it feels like a natural next step for me.
Very clever approach, very intentional. Your brand blends contemporary design with traditional bespoke craftsmanship. How did you develop your signature aesthetic?
My signature design is come from a very private view of beauty. Beauty is not just visual, it's about energy. As you can see, my brand is a colorful brand, and I want to bring up the different color energy to our client.
Oh, I love that. That's beautiful. Can you walk us through your creative process when designing a bespoke or capsule collection?
I normally have ideas. Sometimes it's emotion, and sometimes it's about the culture. Once I have a clear concept, and I will translate them into design choices, like choosing which type of colors, prints, texture, and the construction. We combine them together and telling a story. When you're telling the story, the people start to connect. For example, in 2021, we have a show in Melbourne Fashion Week. The show collection is calling about the metamorphosis. It's calling about the women how to change themselves, like from the different stage of their life. So there's a lot of women felt engaged.
That's amazing. How do you approach balancing creativity with the commercial needs of running a business?
A lot of people ask me this question because we are having a very special business model. I see them is not opposite way. I will see them in the different timeline. Creativity is about the vision, what the brand want to go. Business is about the sustainability and how the brands to be exist in the future. So normally our design is about 20% is the concept, and then very creativity. According to the creativity runway pieces, and select some elements from the runway pieces, and then you will develop a very nice commercial pieces.
Wonderful. Many students dream of starting their own label. What do you think is the most crucial first step?
First of all, you will need to have very strong garment technical skill. You need to respect for the craftsmanship and the quality, and also you understanding about the people, not just fashion. At the very beginning, you will have a lot of rules at the same time. You probably need to steam your garment and then put on the swing ticket. You are a designer, you are a merchandiser, and then you are a decision maker, and also you are salesman, and then you are problem solver.
Cultural influences play a role in your designs. How do you incorporate your heritage while keeping collections modern and globally relevant?
I like to use a traditional craftsmanship, transfer them into a modern language. For example, this butterfly, they are using an old technique, traditional technique of Chinese. This is made by silk. Silk, we comb them, and then we grow it, and then we color it and cut the shape. In the olden day, only the royal family can enjoy this type of technique because they spend a lot of time to do one flower. In last year, Melbourne Fashion Festival, we're using this old technique to create the feather. Not allowed to use feather because we need to protect the animal. But when they get them closer, they will see this is all silk.
That's beautiful. What does bespoke design demand from a young designer in terms of skill, patience, and craftsmanship?
Technical skill, patience, and the respect for the clients. I think you need to understand your clients. As I always say, we are not suggesting the style that we like. We need to suggest suggest the style that they like. You need to listen carefully and then ask the question. Clients coming, they probably don't know what they want, but they probably will know where they are going. And then we will ask, what is the occasion? What is the rule that you are in this occasion? And then what is the color preference? And according to their skin tone, and then their figure, like every woman, they have a different figure. And then we will suggest the right design for them.
What advice would you give students about developing a strong design identity early in their careers?
So I want to ask a question. How many students here, they have their own design style?
Some still developing it.
That's quite normal. I think you don't need to rush about the design identity. When I was a student, I also want to know what is my design identity. Just try different things and then explore yourself. This is the way to go. Sooner or later, you will find your design identity.